Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be ranking all of the heroes in Battlefront 2. And leave what you think you would rank your heroes like in the comments, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and see you in the video. Okay guys, now we're going to start ranking all of our heroes, and at 22nd place we have BB9E. And the reason for him being the worst hero, in my opinion, is that his main attack is to shock people. It doesn't actually do damage, and you need to use abilities to actually do damage. And yeah, that's my reasoning for BB9E being at the lowest place. And at 21st, we have BB8. The reason for this is, well, it's kind of the same case as BB9E. His abilities aren't very useful, and he's just more of a supporting character. You can win in 1v1s with BB8, but he's just not that good at it. And at 20th place, we have Captain PHASMA. And the reason for this is you can only really win with Captain PHASMA if you're playing with friends, because like either you need to be camping with your droid with BOSSK, or you need to be camping with your droid with your entire team. So, and that is pretty boring, and it usually wouldn't happen without you playing with friends. And at 19th place we have BOSSK. Now BOSSK, his headshot damage, it does do extra damage, but it only does extra headshot damage when you're aiming in. When you're not aiming, then it just does the same amount as a body shot. So I would usually just not use BOSSK. And at 18th place we have Finn. And the reason for this is that it's pretty hard to level him up, and his abilities aren't all that useful, and he's just generally not that good. And in 17th place we have CHEWBACCA. He is pretty good. We are already into where the heroes start actually getting good. And CHEWBACCA, his slam ability is really good, as well as when you aim in, he actually shoots explosive shots, which I find really useful in modes like Galactic Assault, when there's a bunch of people in a hallway. Yeah, then you can just aim in with your explosive, and it'll do quite a lot of damage to people. Now, at 16th place, we have LANDO CALRISSIAN. He is, I would say, one of the best blaster heroes, but out of all of the other blaster heroes that we haven't ranked yet, he's just not the best. But his smoke ability is really useful in game modes like Hero Showdown and Heroes vs Villains, because it stops sabers from locking onto you. So LANDO can just be in the smoke with you, firing his blaster away, cracking you, and you not even being able to hit him. Now at 15th place we have General GRIEVOUS. He is a pretty good he is like a good saber hero, but his stamina is really bad. Also, one of the main things that you have to do is parries in Heroes vs Villains and Hero Showdowns due to pluses, and you basically can't parry with GRIEVOUS due to his terrible stamina. Now, at 14th place, we have Han Solo. Han Solo is almost tying for 13th place, and he is just really good. And if you use his sharpshooter ability correctly with the right star cards, then you can get very big kill streaks, even in game modes like Heroes vs Villains. Now, in 13th place, it is LEIA Organa. Now, I think LEIA is probably one of the best counters to a General Grievous, just because of her E11. If a General Grievous is blocking, then her E11 will definitely kill them, just because of Grievous's lack of stamina. But one of her abilities is pretty useless in a lot of game modes, which is her shield ability, because you can't even shoot out of it, so it wouldn't even be effective while you're shooting. It's only good for when you're using health regen and other things like that. Now, in 12th place, we have IDEN VERSIO. In my opinion, she is probably the best blaster hero in the game, especially with a sniper ability that almost has an instant recharge. And her pulse cannon, which is her sniper ability, a lot of people do struggle using it because of the weird shape that it makes instead of having a crosshair. And a tip for when you're using IDEN's pulse cannon, right at the bottom of the middle of the crosshair, that's where it's gonna shoot. So if you're ever using IDEN VERSIO, then just know that. Okay, now, in 11th place, we have Emperor Palpatine. Now, there's nothing really bad about him, it's just that everyone hates when we get a sweaty Palpatine in our Heroes vs Villain matches. Alright, now, top 10. And if you haven't already commented what you think number 1 will be, then go comment it right now, pause the video, go comment it, because I'm looking forward to reading the comments. Alright, let's dive right into it. Now, at 10th place, we have Boba Fett. What can be really annoying sometimes is when you're playing against a Boba Fett and he is just flying around the room. Like, because he can get to places that a lot of heroes can't. So it's really annoying, especially when you're a Saber hero versing a Boba Fett. Now, in 9th place, we have Rey. And I'm not going to say what I think her last name is, because that'll start some controversy. So, Rey. Now, what I think is pretty useless in Heroes vs Villains is her Insight ability. It doesn't really do anything. It only just reveals them to a radar, and no one really needs that. The minimap is pretty much good enough for Heroes vs Villains, since usually the restrictions for the area are pretty small compared to lots of Galactic Assault matches and other team-based matches. Now, in 8th place, we have YODA. There's nothing really bad about him, just that sometimes it's a bit hard to use his block when you're used to using normal Saber heroes as blocks. And also, he can block abilities like Darth Maul's Force Throw and Darth Vader's Force Choke by using Unleash whilst it is charged up to the full. Now, in 7th place, we have Darth Maul. Darth Maul isn't really that good if you don't know how to play him. What he's about is getting in there and doing some damage before he takes too much damage himself. And he favors this, getting to places quickly with his amazing dash and his saber rotate, or whatever you call that ability. Now, in 6th place, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi. I personally main him, and he is really good when you're on maps like Kashyyyk and maps where you can easily fall off things with his intense force push, because it can be really, really good when you charge it up and has very good range. Now, in 5th place, we have KYLO Ren, which is really good for when you get low, because you can easily force pull them, then freeze them, which is also a very good combo. And his dashes are also very good. Now, in 4th place, we have ANAKIN SKYWALKER. A very good combo to use for ANAKIN SKYWALKER is the pull dominance into retribution. It is very good, and it can sometimes shred through enemies and get them either one shot or even finish them off. Now, in 3rd place, yes, we are on the top 3 already, Luke Skywalker. Now, Luke Skywalker is a very good hero, and it's also very easy to parry with him. As well, he is probably one of the fastest, if not the fastest hero on the light side. Now, in 2nd place, we have Darth Vader. He is very good, especially with his There Is No Escape star card, which makes your lightsaber throw travel further, even though it is already very close. It is already travels very far. So if you use that, just don't use it. It's not not a very good use of a star card slot. But yes, he is very good, especially with his middle ability, which he gets a lot of health. Especially if you've just gotten cracked by someone, it can. If you're on 100 health, it can get you up to around, I don't know, maybe 600 health just with one tap. And you've probably figured it out by now that in 1st place, it is Count Dooku. He is amazing at finishing people off with his duelist, focused rage. Oh no, that's Darth Vader's ability. With his duelist and his weakness ability, I don't know what it's called. He is very good at targeting specific players, especially that they have added like a thing that doesn't allow you to actually cancel out duelist, because I see a lot of new players when they're using duelist, they straight away cancel it out once the enemy that they were focusing has been killed. And yeah, that's it. Now, guys, please don't bully me in the comment section. And this is all just my opinion, and I would love to see what you think in the comments. Now, I'm just gonna have a bit more Han gameplay here. So, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah.